like that.
I love it. Okay, so this is...
Gosh, I smell the blueberries. Do you smell that, tart?
Oh, that smells good.
Oh, mercy.
This is the top hat blueberry bush.
Ooh-wee.
And this is what you're going to grow. You're looking at it right here. This is a plant that is going to be beautiful for 3 seasons. In the spring, you'll have those lovely flowers. In the summer, you're going to have the fruit, and then you even have beautiful fall color. Philip, there's lots of different blueberries that you can grow. Why the top hat?
Well, top hat is by far the most popular because of the flavor. It has incredible flavor, nice big berries on it, but the shrubs are tidy. They only get 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide. And what I'm shipping out to you is a nice half-gallon pot. So you'll get some fruit this year, and next year is when you'll get the preponderance of fruit. I call it the edible ornamental for the reasons that you mentioned. Flowers in the spring, fruit in the summer, and fiery fall foliage.
Now, can I grow this in a container?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You certainly can. You can grow it in a container. You can grow it in one of my whiskey barrels or any other kind of container that you might have on your deck. You can also plant it in your flower border because it is a handsome
it's
plant.
Pretty.
So this is what ships out to you. It's already a nice sized plant. And you can see how it's going to be. The rangy blueberries that you buy, it'll have 1 or 2 stalks that are 3 feet tall. And I'm thinking, what am I bought? A bundle of bamboo? But you've got all the shoots that are coming down here, so it's going to be handsome. And every white bloom that comes in the spring makes a blueberry.
Take a look right here.
That's going to be a blueberry.
If we come in really close, I want to show you. This is what we're shipping. There are already on this particular one.
Yes.
Blueberries, they're coming, guys. They're coming. Look at that. It's really cool.
But this one wins prizes in the taste test. When you have the taste test and people say, oh, let me see which one I like, you have the blind taste test. This one will win. Top hat is the top prize.
Oh, I love that. So it's not just for a more attractive plant, but it's a better tasting berry.
It's a better tasting berry, and also people who want to have blueberries that've got a small garden, this is your chance, because I'm trying to bring in things that will work for the small garden. It's like we had the smaller butterfly bushes. We've got dwarfs of almost everything, and it doesn't mean that you're going to have dwarf blueberries. You're going to have fabulous big blueberries on a more compact plant.
Oh, I like
that.
Nice
big crops
They
of them.
are nice. Well, and you know, when you buy blueberries at the grocery store, I was talking about this last hour with the Roberta's tomatoes, and blueberries, you spend an arm and a leg, and then you get them home, and they're all soft, and you can't tell when you're looking at the container.
That's what we say.
Exactly. They either don't taste good, or you pick them up and you're like, that's already squishy.
It's like what is that?
And they're expensive. You pay a lot of money to throw half the carton away sometimes. This is grow your own, and that is a pretty plant.
But it's pretty in a nice container, but they're handsome plants. And even in the South, by the way, these do need frost. If you live in a frost-free zone, they're not for you. But most of the country, these are going to do really well for you. My dad had these in Jackson, Mississippi, and he had great success with those, and he was very proud because none of his friends could grow them.
So we're not looking for, you can have super cold winters, but you don't have to have a super cold winter where you get snow sometimes. No, you just need to live someplace where you get a frost.
My brother has these in Kalispell, Montana.
Oh, oh wow.
Now
That's
you
cool.
know.
Now I know. All right, 3 easy payments of $9.99 with free shipping and handling. I also like the idea, and of course you can put them in the ground, but I like the idea of putting them in a container because now I have more control over the varmints. You know, like anything that would want to eat my blueberry, I have them up on my deck.
Right.
I think that's really cool.
It is really cool. The mobile garden, you can move things around, and when this is fruiting, you can bring it in the house and pick it right there on the table. You'll get a growing guide that tells you all about the blueberries, and because this is a perennial, it's guaranteed for an entire year.
You know, my mom has always been, my mom gets on me every year telling me I should be growing blueberries because she grows a lot of blueberries.
You listen to your mama.
I think this is the year I'm going to listen to my mom and start growing blueberries. And plus, I love this idea of, I don't know what kind to grow. Now I do, the top hat.
Top hat, yes.
Look at what we're sending you. Look at the blueberries already on it. So now you're wondering, will you get fruit this summer? Well, of course you will.
Yes, you'll get fruit this summer. Next year is when you'll get the full-fledged benefit of all the fruit. That's when it happens. So it's one of those investments. The blueberries last a really long time, and finally one that is not going to be 6 feet tall and look like a bunch of fishing poles stuck in the ground.
Well, you know what? Now, my mom does grow ones that are really, really big, and that's one of the reasons that I hadn't been all that interested.
Right. Well, See?
Well,
we got
now I
something
think
for
I
you.
got it. Now I'll give my mom some advice.
Mama,
Here you
I
go.
have figured it out.
Here's the top hat. And boy, I like this idea of being tastier blueberry. Will they really get loaded like that?
They will really get loaded like that.
My
That's what it
word.
does when I say that
The
it is a
second year.
dwarf plant. It doesn't mean that it's got a small crop of blueberries because the internodal space, that's what you call the area between each leaf grouping. That's the internodal space, and it's shorter, so you have more and more fruit, so it's dense. You can't see through it. You got all of this fruit out there, really handsome, and so after the fruit, that's what it looks like in the fall.
Oh, it's pretty.
And my daddy had his would turn that bright red in Jackson, Mississippi, and not much else is giving you fall color in Jackson, Mississippi.
Boy, is that beautiful, Philip. If I do put
Yes.
this in a container, anything. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the pie I can make.
Look, honey, we got one right here. I want to lay
it
lips
smells
to it.
so
Look at
good.
that.
They all smell so good. You know, even the blueberries.
Yes.
They smell delicious. Philip, if I do
Yes.
put this in a container, now some of you are going to put it right in the ground, but if I do put it in a container, anything I need to know about helping it stay for the winter?
Just keep it evenly moist, and I lightly mulch mine, but you don't have to worry about it freezing out. These are tough, tough, tough. They're not going to freeze out, even in a container, right at your back door or wherever you might have it. It's a good-looking plant, and it'll be there for you.
Okay, wait, we have a question. And
Yes.
Brian, can you just repeat that in my ear again? What was the customer's question? Oh, okay, gotcha. Our customer wants to know, is it better to clip off like a section of it and bring in the blueberries, or pick them one by one?
Pick them one by one because it will send up more foliage, and you don't want to deplete your plant. There's no merit in cutting off the limbs.
Yeah.
Don't prune it, because this is only wants to be a small plant anyway. You don't want to cut it down to nothing.
So just
for no good reason.
step out on your deck with your cute little basket and start picking your blueberries.
Yes.
Look at this. You can really grow your own. Okay, I got about $8 worth right here at the grocery store.
And they're not going to be mealy.
No, actually, these are all wonderful. There's not like a soft one in the bunch. And you know what? That actually is a good point. When
Yeah.
you grow your own, part of the reason when I buy them from the grocery store, they're already all soft and these are nice and firm, is because when you grow your own, you're getting them at their peak of freshness and ripeness. They haven't been sitting in a truck, sitting on a shelf.
Right. They came from your own yard, not from some country that you can't find on the map.
Oh,
Honey?
800 have now been ordered. Go ahead and put that. Only 1,400 remain, and then they are sold out.
Look at this.
Hey, while you're at it, why don't you put a little bit of that blueberries on that ice cream? Oh, you guys, you got to look at this. Now, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you make that? Look.
Be good to yourself in case everybody else is mean.
My God, you are a riot. Boy, I love having you back in studio.
My
They're
pleasure.
easy payments at $9.99. The top hat, more compact, but the fruit of a full-size bush.
Yes, there
That
you
is
go.
amazing. All right, let me just get over there to our today's special value. We still have the Tilt-A-Swirl hydrangea coming up, and we have that sedum mat, which I think is going to blow out of here. So stick around for that. But right now, time for our today's special value. This is the first ever